Okay, so thanks to social media, it has never been cheaper or easier to market your legal services to potential clients online. And I will freely admit that best practices probably would require you to develop a legal social media presence by writing a law blog or by tweeting about breaking legal news. But I'm proposing a different route to online networking success, which is to leverage your passion for non-legal interests into business for yourself. Now, for those of you who are thinking to yourself, I'll never get clients blogging about my passion for food or fashion or cycling, I'm just here to tell you, never say never. And here's why. You're more likely to stick to it, you're more likely to do it regularly, you're more likely to be engaged with it, and you're talking about something you love. And those are the main components to creating a loyal following on social media that you can then leverage to a business advantage. It's also much easier to garner a following if your social media persona talks about something that's interesting to more people. And as somebody who writes a food blog, I can tell you that a whole lot more people are interested in hearing about food than about the law. Here's another illustration. How many of you have referred a potential client to another lawyer? By show of hands. Now, how many of you have actually used that other lawyer's legal services before you made that referral? Not too many of you. And what does that tell us? When it comes to getting referrals, the quality of our work is not the primary deciding factor. The primary factor in getting referrals is relationships. That has always been the case. So why can't you form relationships about topics you love, like food or photography or geocaching or whatever it is that makes you happy? So how do you get started? That's as easy as asking yourself what you love. The possibilities are literally endless. And like I said, I write a food blog. I actively participate in many food communities like Yelp. And you'd be surprised at how many clients I've gotten from participating in forums like those, in part because for many of the people that I've met that way, I'm the only lawyer that they know. I've even met other food blogger lawyers through my food writing, one of whom just referred a medical malpractice case to me. So what do you do once you're online talking about what you love? The number one rule of social media is engage, engage, engage. You need to talk to people, you need to get to know them, you need to be helpful, even like things on Facebook. I know that seems silly, but it's important to do. It's just like making friends in real life. People don't want friends who are sitting there mutely lurking in the corner. They want friends who are both interesting and interested. And that's going to be easy for you to do because you're participating in communities that you're passionate about. You also need to be regular. 5 or 10 minutes a day is better than an hour once a week. The trick about social networking is that recency is important, and you really want to be the last relevant thing that they see right before they need you. The corollary to that is that you don't want to overshare. Make what you say relevant and interesting, but try not to engage in too much navel-gazing, and don't be a marketing talking head either. Nobody wants to engage with a walking infomercial. You also need to be patient. Building business via social media is a little bit tricky because it's not always easy to see tangible results from what you're doing. But if you engage, be interested, and be regular, the relationships you build will pay off over time. Don't forget that your content may be permanent. What you're doing online, whether it's law-related or not, is building a brand, and you want to be very careful how you portray that brand. If you're doing anything in social media that approaches the legal sphere, be sure you stay within the ethics rules. And that's a whole different talk that I happen to be doing tomorrow with Jean Major at 10:45. We actually have 30 minutes for that talk, so I hope you'll come on by. Now, while most of this can be done with just a few minutes a day in your pajamas on your couch, you really do need to take it to the next level every once in a while and meet people in person. There really is no replacement for personal contact, so occasional meetups with your social media contacts is a great idea. Even if you don't get loads of business from whatever you choose to do on social media, what's the worst that could happen? You'll be more connected, you'll be better liked, and you'll make new friends. And if that isn't a great outcome, I don't know what is. Finally, I'd be remiss if I didn't share my social media information with you. My food blog can be found at foodieisthenewforty.com. My law firm actually does have a legal blog. It's at nationaltriallaw.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. And so thanks for being a great audience, and I'll see you online.